We are really excited about our next guest because she and I are about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime together. Amanda Nguyen is her name. She's a civil rights activist and an astronaut, and soon she will become the first Vietnamese and Southeast Asian woman to travel to space. Wow. And guess what? I get to go. Oh boy, look at that. This spring, along with 4 other women, we are heading to space on a historic Blue Origin flight. Why? Because it's the first time we'll be an all-female crew. And just this week, Nguyen released her new book. It's called Saving 5, a memoir of hope. She shares her story of healing after being sexually assaulted in her senior year of college at Harvard and pausing her astronaut dreams to become an advocate for survivors. And we're really excited. I'm so glad to meet you in person. Amanda Nguyen is here in the studio. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, crewmate.
Yeah, hello, crewmate. I want to talk about the memoir because, A, I've never seen anything like it. And the way that you wrote it, where you're talking to your it's called Saving 5 because you focus on your 5-year-old self, your 22-year-old self, your 30-year-old self. And you say the 2 most important ages of the people you want to make proud are your 5-year-old self and your 80-year-old self. Why did you pick those 2 ages? Why is that so important to you?
Well, you know, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I picked 5-year-old and 80-year-old because really, I think the purpose in our lives is to live out our full potential and to make ourselves proud. So whether that be moments of fear that we conquer or whether that be living out our dreams, truly what I want people to know is that their dreams matter and can still come true.
And the thing that really moved me about the book is that you had to put your dreams on hold after sexual assault, where you had to make a choice between your career or justice, and you decided to pursue justice.
Yes. Yeah, my memoir goes about how I took my telescope and traded it for a pen. I drafted the Sexual Assault Survivor Bill of Rights, and the United States Congress and the United Nations passed that unanimously. And after 10 years of fighting for my rights, I finally get to honor the person that I was before I was hurt. And Gayle, you're part of that happy ending.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amanda. But when you talk about the Survivors' Bill of Rights, I think we should really focus on what you did to make this happen. Because before you, the rape kits were destroyed in Massachusetts after how many days?
6 months.
After 6 months. In New York, it was 30 days.
That's right.
And you, many times after 6 months, women can't decide what, if anything, they want to do. And you got that law changed. But yet you have never used the rape kit in your own particular case.
Yeah, I wanted to preserve my ability to have justice in the future. You know, I think that it is such a harrowing choice for survivors to survive through, you know.
Yes.
For me, justice can come in many different forms. I wanted to make sure that no one had to go through what I had to go through.
Yeah.
But revisiting it, not only in your activism, but now in this book, how are you able to do that? That's not easy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know, I think my life is an exercise in doing really hard things, but I really want everyone to know that going through grief and fighting for your justice is something that is worth it. And if you're able to find the courage to do so, it can be a healing experience.
You know, Gayle mentioned speaking to the 5-year-old version of yourself. What would you say to that little girl right now, knowing what life is going to throw her way?
Look at that picture, Nate.
Oh, yeah, that is me.
Look at that, yeah.
I would tell my 5-year-old that you matter. You know, it doesn't matter where you come from, but what matters is where you're going. And I think that all of us could have our dreams deferred. We've had to make sacrifices, and for anyone who's reading this, I want them to know that their dreams can still come true.
But what's so great about the book, guys, is that you're talking to the 5, the 22, the 18, the 30, they're all talking to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And they all give different, I've never seen a memoir written that way. And I think it's so powerful and so effective, the way you lay out everybody's storyline and how they're all dealing with different things at different times.
Yes.
Bravo.
Thank you so much. I wanted people to find a roadmap for themselves. So I wanted them to read it and ask themselves what would they say to their 5-year-old self and 15-year-old self, because all parts of us have things to teach us.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of roadmaps, there's a roadmap to space that Tony and I, we're not familiar with.
And
but
neither is Gayle.
You are. What was your reaction when you learned that you were joining this star-studded crew, which includes Katy Perry, philanthropist Lauren Sanchez, aerospace engineer Aisha Bowe, a film producer Carrie Ann Flynn.
It is amazing.
And of course, Gayle King.
Yes.
what did you think?
Lauren Sanchez,
Is that what you guys are going to look like?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I love it too.
Spacesuit looks good on you, Gayle.
What a historic crew. And you know, each one of my crewmates represents a community. I'm so proud to be representing mine as the first Vietnamese woman in space. I'll actually be doing 2 science experiments to honor that.
Oh, wow.
One is on plant pathology in partnership with the Vietnamese National Space Center. And the second is on menstruation. It's on women's health.
Wow.
Women were actually barred for becoming astronauts at NASA early on.
We have to do
Menstruation was one of
experiments?
the-
I thought we were...
Because of that reason?
Wow.
Yes, because of menstruation, but they didn't have the data to back that up. And so I am gathering.
Amanda, are you afraid?
I am not.
were
I'm
not
so
afraid.
excited to go. It's
Can you
my-
console Gayle?
How are you?
Gayle's a little
how are
worried,
you not
Amanda.
I'm serious. How are you not afraid?
No, I really think back to my family and how they're boat refugees in Vietnam. And if they could go through that journey, then I can go through this too.
Okay, well, you may have to be petting me like a puppy.
I will hold your hand.
I'm really
every step
excited,
of the
but I'm
way.
also very afraid. I'm so excited to be part of this crew with you and the other women. Really.
Likewise,
I'm
likewise.
really, really psyched about it. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you very much.
The book, Saving 5, A Memoir of Hope, is on sale now wherever you like to buy your books.